Hey guys, this is John from Los Angeles with the Alpha Channel update for Tuesday, May 14th, 2024. And today I really want to talk about what's in this for you. So before I show off any art, maybe I'll save the art showing off for the end lately and just talk to what I want to talk about first. What I want to talk about today is Happy Birthday Minute. So today's Tuesday, May 14th. I should have done this with my first one. This is something free for you guys to give to your girlfriends, kids, mom, dad. This would have been great for Mother's Day, although it doesn't really work for Mother's Day. Take someone's birthday, day and month, and transpose that to, or take someone's birthday, their day and month, and transpose that to the hour and minute, and that's their Happy Birthday Minute. It's kind of right there in the title. I came up with this on my own for the last girl I was dating, and so say her birthday had been May 14th today, then every day at 5:14 you just surprise her and tell her it's her Happy Birthday Minute, and so that way you can celebrate someone every day. You do this for your kids. This is a nice thing to do for people. I'm not all about murder, although mostly that's what I'm about. So what's in this for you? The very first thing you get out of this today is a Happy Birthday Minute. Whatever your day, month and day of your birthday is, that's your hour and minute for your Happy Birthday Minute every day. And it works. So that's one thing. That's what's in this for you. Second thing is, I'm going to tell you about my books. This is kind of important. You have to chase what you want every day. And I have for you here, what am I doing for you? This is all for you guys. This is for the audience. Everything I do is for you. As an artist, as an entertainer, which is what an artist is, I want everything I do to be for you guys. So I have 26 hours of high quality science fiction audiobooks here on YouTube for you to go listen to free of charge. You can download the books from Smashwords or Amazon or from my website, ashleyfox.ninja. She's the main character. There's also another one called alphachannel.games. That's PH, Alpha Channel with a PH. And we have an invitation there for our game that I am working on. It's a racing game called Race War. And you can drop your email address and we'll add you to the mailing list. I will add you to the mailing list. So this is the second page, or a second page, from Ashley Fox Ninja Babysitter that I was working on quite a while back. So that's Ashley staking out a little kid's room while he's sleeping, and she's waiting for the monster to come out. It looks like this is really blown out, so maybe you guys can't see that so well. Apologies. I don't know what I'll do about that. But the scene is cool. She's staking out a kid's room. So there's a demon that comes in the middle of the night and kidnaps sleeping children to make them do slave labor in the Twilight Lands, basically in their dreams, and that's how they get their energy. So that's pretty evil. That's a good story. This is Supergirl. And the reason this is relevant is for this book right here, Joan of Arc. This is something else I want to talk about today, and that is quite simply the movie Billie Jean and Joan of Arc and Supergirl. They are all related through the actress Helen Slater. In the movie Billie Jean, Helen Slater plays the lead character Billie Jean, and Christian Slater plays her little brother, though they're not related. And they get chased around, they have adventures. It's a great sort of coming-of-age story, standing up to oppressive, tyrannical figures in their lives. And Supergirl's not really relevant, only she's holding a skateboard, sort of like the Terminator skateboard up here. It's just cool. And I will talk about this a little bit today. Hey Rube, Hunter S. Thompson. I got this at Book Soup in West Hollywood when me and my brother and a good friend of ours, Matt Taylor, invited us out to go get these, to get autographed copies. That's Hunter's autograph right there. I read pretty much everything Hunter had written at this point. I read Fear and Loathing on the Campaign Trail, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Hell's Angels. He's got a few other books I don't even remember. I've read a bunch of his magazine articles. The Kentucky Derby one is really good. Basically, the birth of gonzo journalism. Hunter S. Thompson is a really influential figure in American pop culture, and you should understand him if you're American, or even if you're not. He's a good look at how. So look, in arts, I didn't know I was going to talk about this, but drugs and alcohol play a big part of life in the world today. And not just in America, not just in American culture, but globally. And Hunter S. Thompson is a poster child for everything that can go right and go wrong at the same time. So when we got to go see him, this was after the movie had come out with Johnny Depp. Benicio del Toro was there, standing with him. He's dressed in like an all-white suit. The dude looked badass. But Hunter was not in the best shape. He was really suffering. I guess he had blood clots in his legs. He couldn't sit for a very long period of time. It was hard for him to sit still and sign autographs. We were some of the last people to get our book signed. I think only 2 or 3 people got in after us. And the line was much longer than it had been when we got there. I think he only signed for 45 minutes, the hour, I guess. But yeah, really lucky, really thankful. Really thankful that I got to read his work. So as an author, he really inspired me, I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm doing art. This is just what I'm doing. I know why I don't do music. I tried to learn music for a while, and I had learned the opening chords to Beethoven's Ode to Joy. The dun 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 dun. And what I discovered with music is that when I play it, my mind, at least this is the incredibly most amateur stage of music. My mind got distracted and started listening to the music and shut off the actions of my fingers. More importantly, it shut off the predictive actions to my fingers. I wasn't capable of, this is an interesting thing. Not only did I lose the notes, but I'm seeing where this relates in artistry. So when I do loose drawing with the pencil held really far down in my hand, let me grab one really quick and show you what I mean. So if I hold it like this, I do sort of loose gesture drawing where I'm just finding the shape. But when it comes time to actually lay down a line, you have to get much more precise. And that's kind of the same thing that I was going through with music. So when it comes to inking, there's no dithering, there's no wobbling. You have to be smooth. And that's why I have to warm up, because I can't ink cold, and there's no point in even trying to do facial features, like tight facial features. There's 3 or 4 different strokes you need to master to really be able to draw. And I'm just getting warmed back up to them. The line of beauty, Georges Bridgman, is sort of an S curve. And then everything comes off of that, whether this end's shorter or that end's longer or anything like that. So music has the same sort of effect. It's a hand-eye motor coordination thing with your mind. And your mind needs to be able to predict where the pencil's going to go or where you're going to find the notes on the guitar. And that's a fascinating thing. As you improve, that stuff gets better. So keep working at it. Don't ever stop working. That's kind of what I want to talk about today. This is really, what's in this for you. And I guess the only message I had is every day, what's in it for you every day. Keep waking up. Maybe not this video is in it for, maybe I'm not for you. What's in it for you? Do the work every day. There is no unconditional love, not for people. There's unconditional love for activities. There's unconditional love for intellectual properties, for those experiences. I have unconditional love for my parents now that they've passed away. It's hard to have unconditional love for living people because they can still break your heart, and sometimes they will. And I do have unconditional love for some family members who I may not be on the best of terms with right now. I'll still always love them. But unconditional love amongst friends, unconditional love amongst strangers, that's hard to come by. That's hard to come by. I want to feel it. Do I feel unconditional love for the audience? Absolutely. What I am producing here is done 100% with love. That's why I love drawing so much. I can go to a place where I know I'm doing this for people that I love, who love art, who feel about it the way I feel about it. When I look at this, This is just the top of the stack. I have a huge stack over there. Whoever did this for me, and they did this with love for me. The way I feel about comics, the love I have for this art, for the cartoon sort of world, is just unparalleled. So I don't have unconditional love for the people who work at Marvel right now, but I certainly have unconditional love for those X-Men issues and those Savage Sword issues that I fell in love with, for Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. I don't ever have to meet John and Vasquez to know that I love the Wastelock. That's what he was. He's not a warlock. He's, not a witch or anything like that. He was a wastelock, sort of like a shitlock. You just dump the waste of the world. So unconditional love is a unique thing, but really doing the work every day. So, and this is what I was going to talk about. This work, the work that I'm doing, the work that Joan of Arc is not. This is what's so interesting about Mark Twain. This book, Joan of Arc, starts with her childhood and what France was like in those days. Sort of this supernatural culture that was alive and well in France. And how that influences a child and what children think about and how they... This is just an incredibly beautiful book. She's a young girl just engulfed in the fairy realms of rural France, and grows up to become a warrior. And so, in terms of story, that's, I can have unconditional love for a story. Easy. You can't betray me. I can have unconditional love for Don Quixote because of the joy that I felt experiencing that work. So it's very hard to have that for people who can still stab you in the back. And you can have that for them until they do. I wonder if Caesar felt unconditional love for the friends who, as they killed him, he didn't have a lot of time to contemplate about it. So yeah, do good work every day. Be excellent to each other. All the drama about no guns. Why do you have to talk about no guns? It's like what I mentioned yesterday, the N-word. You're trying to get rid of a symptom. You want to get rid of guns, but you don't want to get rid of judging people or disrespecting people, which is the real cause for everything that goes wrong. And now I'm talking to the you who are not my friends, the you who, I don't know, for whatever reason might be viewing this and not be someone who's found your place in the world. I know that when I wasn't there, when I was angry, I don't know if I could have heard this message and not heard it without contempt, You can't get to a place where that's not who you are. This feels really disjointed today. I wanted to have a better sort of more concise delivery. And I guess I'm glad that I gave you guys the happy birthday minute. Nobody else came up with that. I've never heard it before. So tell your friends and family. And go read Joan of Arc and read Hunter S. Thompson and what else do I have here? I guess we can look at a Wildwood Tarot card. That'd be cool. How about if we do that? This is the cover. Look at this artwork. You know what's frustrating with these tarot decks? I have a lot of tarot decks and just card decks in general. This one's not so bad, but they come in these big boxes, right? And man, wouldn't it be nice if the cards were this big? So I have a postcard thing that I want to do. This is the moon on water. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I hope this is to the camera. Maybe I'll show one of these every day. This is the moon on water, Wildwood Tarot. Isn't that cool? So yeah, I don't know what else I've got for you guys today. Tomorrow I'll show you a different one. Maybe that's what we'll do until we get through the whole thing. Until we get to the moon on water again. Wildwood Tarot. Alright guys, I love you. Be excellent to each other. Do good work. Supergirl on a skateboard. Joan of Arc. Go watch The Legend of Billie Jean on YouTube. I don't have a movie quote, but God, what an awesome movie that is. It came out in the early 80s. Again, this is the Pat Duffy Terminator. Do something fun. If you're not doing anything fun, find a way to have some fun today. Go watch the sunset. Okay, sorry guys, I almost forgot. There is some more art I wanted to show you before I go. So this was the pine tree that I was working on the other day that I was really unhappy with, that I don't think worked out. This is the one I was working on last night for a while that I also don't really feel worked out. If you see that much of it, it's just not right yet. I haven't got the shading down. Here's some characters though that I've been working on also. These guys are getting there. This does seem really blown out. I'm not sure you guys can see it at all. Or maybe there's a shadow on it. Anyhow, that's a little bit better. So yeah, these are some of the kids I'm working on. Again, it looks blurry, but maybe that might just be my really bad eyes without glasses on. Here's some more kids I'm working on. But yeah, oh, and this, I wanted to show you this from Jay. This was some of Jay's initial work on Ashley, on her Valkyrie form, when Ashley turns into a Valkyrie in the comic book, which is out as a PDF on our website, ashleyfox.ninja, and then click on the comics tab, and you can download it as a PDF, and this is the final. You know what I love so much about this is that Jay took the time to do all those rocks and water. Look at that. Look at the background there. That's all that rocks and water that he could have cheated. And like a lot of guys will do splatter or power or whatever, but that could all be colored as rocks and water as like happening in real space. I didn't even recognize when he first showed this to me or gave this to me, I had no idea that was such a massive thing. I didn't recognize it. I had no concept to really evaluate how good Jay is. He is so good. He should be working for DreamWorks, but he didn't allow himself to be trapped. You know, that's a lot of artists are really sensitive to the traps that money people throw at us. And so yeah, I want to show you guys this art. So I'm just jumping back on for a second. All right, love you guys. Talk to you later.